Hello, and welcome to another episode of TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 478. We're going to be playing parallel TCG with Sir Suhabi as soon as he gets down. He's just doing a restart on his computer, and it's really hilarious because just over an hour ago, I somehow thought our stream was going to be an hour ago. I did the same exact thing. I restarted my computer and it just took forever. And so he's doing the same thing, and we're getting ready to get him in as well. So I sort of want to just take a quick moment. We're going to go through this all again as soon as he gets in. But want to thank everyone on LinkedIn, YouTube One, Telegram, Twitch, Twitter, Unlonely, Rumble, and Kick for joining us. Huge shout out to everyone joining us via Unlonely. Really wanted to sort of push tonight's view. So we're gonna bring on the man that's gonna kick my butt. Sorsu, how are you doing, man?
Yo, I'm good. How about yourself? How are you doing?
Man, it has been an interesting long day. A lot of stuff going on in Twitter and elsewhere in the world, and to get a chance to just play some games for a second.
How about that? It's a nice day for it, Good Sunday night. So it's perfect.
Yeah. So this is something I haven't ever done before, is shared a screen space playing someone else at the same time. So I don't know if you can share your screen at the same time as I'm sharing my screen, and it's like four of us.
Let's see.
Let's do it. And so for everyone that's joining us too, you want to introduce who you are?
Oh yeah, how about that? That's amazing. Yeah. So what's going on, everybody? My name is Sorsu. I'm one of the co-founders of Blackhand. Blackhand's an esports DAO. We started about 2.5-3 years ago. We won a world tournament with Pokemon Unite last summer. And then this past fall, we were placed third in the Apex Legends Global Championship Series. Moving into next year, we're about to break into a bunch of other different titles, from fighting games to even Web3 games like Parallel, for example. And I've just been incredibly excited to be in the in-between of crypto and gaming for as long as we have. So it's been fun.
Man, Web3 gaming has really brought a new blend to things a lot as well. What was your first Web3 game? Do you remember?
Actually, yeah, funny enough, the first one that I did play was Axie Infinity.
Okay. Now, did you go into the farming method of like having a bunch of people working for you too, or did you grind it out yourself on like 6 phones?
I grinded it out, and I only had 2 phones at my disposal, so it was a very long, arduous grind, but it was pretty cool. I definitely learned a lot. I do wish it had a little bit more of like that Pokemon-esque. I think I would have grinded it a lot more if it did. But I think like for showing what you could do with particular assets on sort of like an immutable chain was pretty impressive, I think, just in general. But I think if they were to like do it now, if they launched it more along the lines of kind of like being a trainer and then like meeting and playing with anybody else sort of, and not necessarily going through like the adventure thing that they had, it'd be massive.
Yeah. Now, because you've gone back to Pokemon a few times, I'm sure you are an original trainer.
Oh yeah, OG. Good old. I had Blue. I remember that quite fondly.
This is something I have hanging on my wall.
Very nice. Nice, dude.
Yeah, a good first edition Slowbro.
Fire.
1999.
Huge.
Number 43, 7 rating, and it just hangs out.
I wish I still had mine. I remember, I think I was like 17, and I ended up giving away all of my cards to my little cousin. And I have no idea where they are now, but they might still be in their old parents' basement. I might have to go visit my aunt's house and see, because I had some really cool ones. I had a hollow Charizard, and I don't know if it's in good condition or not. But if it is, that might be pretty cool. I just want to have them so I can just display them as you have. I don't even need to sell them. I just kind of miss the fact that I had them, you
know. So did you carry them in the card box, or did you carry them in a book in sleeves?
I had both. When I was younger, I had like a
binder.
No, I had like I forget they were kind of like Trapper Keeper boxes. I had like this nice like gold speckled one, and I just had all my cards in there at one point, kind of like rubber banded. And then when I got a little bit smarter, when Yu-Gi-Oh started to really like take over in the States, that's when I got the binder with the sleeves, and I sleeved those cards and my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I mean my Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and like they were in better condition at that point.
All right, yeah, I think the coolest case I ever had was for Pogs. You know, and now I had the like a friend made me a PVC pipe.
That's cool.
And what's the running joke? I cut up my Black Lotus Magic the Gathering card to make a Pog. Is that the running joke?
I believe it is.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But you know, man, Magic the Gathering, other you know, TCGs, you know, I just, you know, that was sort of like one of the first ways to sort of interact with people too, you know?
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's so funny. I am so late to Magic the Gathering. I didn't start playing Magic until I think I was like 19. I went to go visit my ex-girlfriend's friends. We all went to go visit their dad in Maryland. And I remember it's like 4 a.m. at a Denny's, and like I'm with a bunch of their friends, and they're like, dude, have you ever played Magic? I'm like, well, I played trading cards before, so how, you know, I don't think it'll be that difficult to learn. But they taught me basically how to play as we're eating breakfast at like 4 a.m. It was magical. It was a great moment.
And that was probably when you could still smoke in Denny's?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And you know that I know my nights in Denny's were clove, cigarettes, and Newports, you know?
Yes.
So before we had all of these things that just like are like, I don't like, just called Mary Dream, like mango something. I don't know.
You know, it's wild. I remember because my background's in design. I remember I interviewed with Jewel back in like 2016 or 17, I think. Was it 17? I think it was 2017. And I remember they were having this massive conversation about kind of like the glory era of cigarettes prior to the invention of kind of like the vapes, which was a very interesting conversation to have with like one of the designers or whatever at the time. Like we ended up talking more about that for 2 hours than we did the actual interview. And I was just like, well, dude, I've been here for a while. Do you want to talk to me about my work? Or, I mean, we can still talk about this though. It was fine. But yeah,
at the end of something like that, it's like, I like you. You're hired.
You know, you would think, right? But that's not what happened. I think I asked them too many legal questions related to, because this was around the same time they were battling with the issue where, especially in New York City, a lot of bodegas wouldn't. They didn't really care about like the age thing. It was like, look, they know 13-year-old kids are going in there and asking for the mango thing, and then they're just like, fuck it, whatever, here, buy it. And like Joel was having a massive issue in trying to figure out how to step away from that and be like, how can we enforce more of the ruling there while still enabling like a bunch of other people to sell. And that's one of the things that buried them. But I remember asking questions related to that kind of stuff, and they just didn't have any good answers for me. And I was like, I see. This is going to be interesting. So it was probably good. It was for my own benefit that I didn't get hired, because I would have been frustrated. But you know, hey, it worked out.
Nice. And so, man, Axie Infinity, Black Hand. How big is Black Hand?
We're a community of about, I think, 700 or so members. We've got probably over 15,000 fans just based upon our playing. from the reception that we've seen from like YouTube videos or Reddit posts and a bunch of other different things about us. I would say last year, like 2022, 2023, we had about 6 teams in 5 different titles among 2 regions. This past year, like 2023 season to 2024, we had reduced our team support to 2 games. So this was Apex Legends and PUBG Mobile. PUBG Mobile was in Africa, based in Nigeria, and then the Apex Legends team was a Indonesian team mainly, playing in the Apex South region. And then into 2024, 2025 season, we're going to be probably reopening up our team support. So we'll probably have about maybe like 20 to 30 different pros playing in different titles, which I'm excited about.
Nice. So did you guys ever do Rocket League?
Not yet. So like Rocket League, Call of Duty, League of Legends, a lot of those have had very like interesting, I guess, contention with like crypto native organizations. Most likely, like mainly like Riot, because of they were partnered with FTX. They didn't necessarily enable cryptocurrency to even be shown when they had the deal, but then when FTX went under, it just undid a lot of. So Riot is basically like fuck crypto, which I don't blame them for right now. Like it'll get to a point to where we'll be able to enter. For Rocket League, they're skittish. They're not necessarily hard no, but we still have to do some convincing. And then for Call of Duty, just like Riot, League of Legends, to enter in like the big league, you need a shit ton of money, like tens of millions, in order for you to get a slot for franchise. We could do a challengers team, but I think the one thing that we've been really trying to measure and weigh is like, okay, we've got to be able to, if we can't necessarily monetize directly from the esport outside of just the be able to monetize from kind of like the ecosystem. So how do we inject our brand within, let's say, the Call of Duty mix? Can we incentivize people to buy merchandise, to go to events of ours, to tune into things that we're doing, to maybe even move over to the crypto side? Those are things that we have to sort of like weigh and then figure out if the presence that we have as a competitor enables us to then open up those lines of revenue generation or value accrual, then that's something that we'll do. And we've started to see like how this has helped us with Apex Legends, for example. But again, it's still something that we have to like weigh, because we don't, for me personally, I don't want to do it the same way a lot of other esports organizations do it, where the reliance is heavily on sponsorship dollars. That's the only way that they make any particular revenue or money. And then when the sponsors are like, hey, we've got to translate your activity into dollars and cents, and they're like, we don't know how. That's something that we want to avoid.
Yeah, because a lot of times it then gets pushy on like, you're like, oh, like my stream, I'm using this keyboard. Oh, well, I'm using this mouse, and you're just like, you're like a walking advertisement at times, and
right.
I almost participated in world championships of Clash of Clans this year.
Oh, nice.
Been playing that since for the beginnings, but one of my teammates didn't register, that was assigned to the team, didn't register in time. And I'm like, you got assigned to the team, you said you were going to play, but you didn't click the complete registration button, and you're like,
that hurts. We
and I got to watch a lot of the teams that played, and that talent is like, you're like, okay, I like at the 5-year mark, I think my name was one of the names that was scrolled that had, 3-year mark, they did a scrolling people logins that had come in every single day.
Wow.
And insane. I think my name was one of those names. And then, come the 5-year mark, and now we're like 10 years in, coming on,
wow.
Just beat the 11-year mark. And it's like,
wow,
I'm like,
dude,
I'm still playing this thing.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
That's wow.
When does Clash of Clans go Web3? But Supercell has really pushed themselves out there, and
yeah.
Command and Conquer, Command and Conquer Rivals working for EA, that was a blast, so Yeah, no, there's just so much cool stuff. And when you said, like, I was like, hey, anyone want to do, and you're like, parallel, and I was like, yes, because no, like everyone else is like, no, they're all doing shrapnel right now. Or trying to collect for shrapnel,
Got it.
or Star Atlas, and I'm like, yeah, you have to, like, that's not fun. You can't just go right into it. And I just, when did you get into parallel?
So funny story. I worked with one of the co-founders, Carlos, for a project prior to Parallel starting. When I first got into like the whole NFT craze of like 2020, we had worked on this other project. He had brought me on to kind of do like design for them for a little bit. So we did like a nice like NFT drop campaign thing. We both left that project. He then shortly told me he was like, yo, dude, I'm working on this game. It's like TCG sci-fi. I'm like, that sounds sick as fuck. Like, give me the details. So he hits me up, I think around like March 2021, right? Or a little bit before then, right before the first private sale starts of like the PS15 cards. And at the time, I did not have a lot of ETH, so I just bought what I could. I was just like, you know what, dude, I want to support you. So I sold a couple things. I was like, all right, dude, I'm just gonna buy a couple cards. And next thing I know, I like, okay, I'm not necessarily thinking about it because at the same time, I'm working on a project called the Mint Fund. I'm like helping artists mint NFTs for free. And this is when gas fees were fucking ridiculously expensive.
Gas wars,
So
man. Yeah.
yes. So like Zora and like Foundation, a few other people, like a few other companies like gave me a bunch of ETH. And then me and like a nice core team of people came together and just like bankrolled artists. And so I was mainly focused on that. So I didn't think too much about Parallel. I was like, yo, I'm just going to support you. This is sick. During the summer, stuff starts to pop off. They're like doing a first pack drop. I'm like, oh shit. Oh man, this is actually getting crazy. And so I remember telling them, I was like, dude, I want to I want to do like an esport for this, blah, blah, blah. At the same time, when the pack drop is sort of happening, I wrote an essay building a decentralized gaming community. This was like the precursor to like Black Hand getting funded. And then August, and it was just like, oh shit, like this is real. So we ended up buying a good amount of parallel cards, and just have been kind of like in lockstep with them. And so when the closed beta or closed alpha came out, I played it then. Was like, this is going to be an incredible game. Closed beta's out. I've been playing it as much as I can. I have not been able to play for the past like 2 months, which has been killing me because I've been like grinding on Black Hand stuff. But
I have a chance.
Yeah, you do. Because I know the meta's changed a little bit. I haven't gotten a chance to like look at any of my old like I still have some solid decks. I think that'll still make some things shake, but I know that there's been like some buffs, there's been some nerfs. It always goes back to like Cathari and Earthen being fucking ridiculous. Like Shroud's still, I'm a Shroud main, so like I know Shroud's like there. It never had it. It did have a peak once. I would say like
Okay.
I would say late summer. It had a like once like I think maybe they had done one patch to I think the vehicle version, the vehicle decks of Markolian. Once that kind of got patched a little bit, we had a nice spike. There was a nice like
Markolian is not aggro enough for me.
That's interesting. I feel like they're probably gonna have to rebuff it then.
Like for me, I like with an aggro deck, I'm supposed to be able to spit out 5 cards within 5 turns, and I stack that deck to do so with burners galore.
Right.
I'm like, I don't care what comes through. I can bank and burn.
Right.
And like, it's just like 6 moves in, I haven't even been able to make an attack yet because there's not even that. Like, I'm used to haste galore, and there's only like 2 cards that have first attack, and
right, true, yeah. So it's like you almost have to play with cards that give you the assault so that you can then take advantage of it. Yeah. And that's sometimes it's a little annoying to set up for, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
And then, because you'll be planned out. You're like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this, and then you're playing. Then you're like, someone comes up with Shroud, and I'm like, they're just gonna freaking banish everything with like 1-pointers, and I'm like, gosh, dang it, you know. And so I love, I've come both into a Shroud, but really, oh my gosh, my Cathari,
Cathari is disgusting, bro. Like,
I clone spawn, like it reminds me of cat damage decks in Magic the Gathering, where I just start spawning cats, or because there's more activity to attack. I don't think of it as like a black rat deck.
right, just true. Yeah.
I remember like cat warrior decks, from Magic the Gathering days, and I'm like, I can play this.
Right.
And I actually went and made a new deck for tonight.
Nice.
I spent all of 5 minutes, maybe 7.
Love it.
Putting it together, and I think I called it "Does This End?"
I love it. That's
do
fun.
you name your decks, or do you just
do.
Pick a random number?
So the deck that I normally play is called Mass Effect.
Okay.
Because
I can already assume a lot of singularity play.
Oh yeah. And it's actually funny because I kind of throw people off because they normally think like with the Mass Effect deck that I'm playing New Dawn, but I don't.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of Brand. I feel like, like Brand's kit, and then combined with a lot of the reworks that the Singularity Steward and stuff had, especially early on, it was like, oh, it actually makes him really fun. Before, he was fun, but like he didn't have a lot of protection around him so that you can kind of keep him on the board. But now it's like, okay, if I have that plus the Singularity stuff, it just, he becomes pretty disgusting. So I'm excited.
Yeah. I feel bad because it wasn't until October, November. I think it was like beginning of November that I was going through old emails that I saw the email saying, "You're invited to Parallel TCG." And I was like, oh, I know you because I just applied for Colony.
Right.
And I remember, and I was like, that means I'm already good to go. And nope, I got to start from scratch, and I'm like, all right, cool. I think this was one of the funnest rookie runs ever because I was playing actual players.
Love that.
In rookie runs, normally you're against AI.
Lots,
and and so it's like I can mess up all day long and they'll just still do the same dumb thing. But actually having consequences, I think was from the get-go, you're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, sure. Are you ready to do some play?
Let's run it.
All right. So are we going to see if you can add your screen?
So I'm going to let me load the client first.
Yeah.
And then
I have your social that I wanted to post out, people to find you on Twitter. Was there, what are your other socials?
So you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Farcaster or Warpcast. Same. And then you can also find me, I believe I have a TikTok that I don't use, and we are opening up our YouTube. So you'll be able to find me on there as well with the same name.
All right. How do you say that correctly?
So Sursu or Sursu Habe is just the longer version.
Habe. Okay.
Yes.
I was like Hayab, Habe. Yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna go with Sursu, and I'm just gonna.
That's perfect.
Wing it.
All right. Let's see. I think I can share Parallel.
Yes. Add to stage. And we'll add to stage. Oh, one at a time. What? Let's see here. Let's add items. Nope, that's a camera slot. Cancel. Can I not? Oh, we can only share one screen at a time.
Oh, that sucks. All right, well, let me stop sharing mine really quick.
That's.
Oh, you know what?
I was actually thinking about this tonight because I've talked with a couple of the StreamYard team members and stuff like that, and I think that that's why I'm so bullish on them, and I always keep posting in our Unlonely family chat, come to StreamYard. But I wanted to talk to them about doing like a gameplay setup to where your screen is showing for everyone, but for me it's like blurred out and I can't see
that'd
it.
be cool. Yeah.
You know, and then vice versa. So then like actually even people could see that you can't see my screen and I can't see your screen.
That would be sick.
You know, that would be an amazing feature.
Okay, I'm just logging in right now. I just realized I had opened up the previous client. I'm now opening up the new client. I meant to delete the other one. I think we're good.
You were like, I'm gonna go with some unnerfed cards here.
No, seriously, like that's hilarious.
One of the cards that I saw that they got rid of for now is spores.
Yeah, the spores, man. Look, I loved me the spores deck. I never played it personally, but so part of what Blackhand does is we have a tournament protocol called Stadium. We're dropping a V2 at the end of the year, but we were hosting parallel weekly tournaments in the fall. And so each week I would see people putting in some of the most insane, like pushing the meta type of decks. But for a while, I think like maybe 3 weeks, it was just like an Earthen with the Dauntless Axeman. It was stupid. It was stupid.
Nice.
Like just seeing folks be able to play like 3 of them for free by like turn 6 was incredibly scary. And I knew in the back of my head, I was like, yo, look, there's honestly, it's you just shroud banish. That's the hard counter to this. Like everything else is going to have a challenge. The Dauntless Axeman, you throw some spores in there. Yikes. That's a very scary combination for sure. Add Gafar with passive. Don't even want to talk about it.
I never got to play a spore deck, but I read the card and I automatically I was like, oh, this is auto compounding days, you know?
Yeah.
I'm like this, and so like I almost got into like one death loop where clone +1 +1 clone, you know, and so I think that there's gonna be some nerfs there.
Has to be, yeah.
You know, it sucks, but like it was one of those things where I was like, oh, okay, I can do this, you know, right. And but I love those old Earth decks too, you know. Landwalkers always sort of got me, you know. I can't wait to like push some like big beasts and stuff like that.
For sure. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more, especially with like the new Planetfall stuff that's going to come out. When we finally get a chance to open those up, I'm definitely excited to see how. Like I think some of the cards have different states where you can play it either like one way versus another way, which is also really cool too. So adding a little bit more variance and nuance to the gameplay is going to be really fun.
Yeah.
I definitely do think that like at some point as we have more cards that come out, I think the way that they're going to approach balancing is going to be different. So like the loop you were describing, they may not nerf that yet, just depending on like how things play out with the new Planetfall pack. And if that ends up balancing it a little bit more, then they don't necessarily need to hard balance the actual card itself or the gameplay type, because there's probably more options to actually like stave that off or prevent that from happening or changing the whole state of play. So I'm super curious to kind of see like how they approach the balancing and then even allowing certain things to stay kind of Wild West nature-y, just for the sake of like, you know, if you're high level deck player like you're gonna approach the game a lot differently. If you're like mid-level and you find out that code, then you'll just stomp like pub people. But for the most part, I think there's gonna always be like this balance where it's like, yeah, that's cool. We know that exists, but we're just gonna ban that in like tournament play.
Yeah.
So they'll probably just end up doing that where it's like these cards can't be played for a high stakes event, something like that. My kind is almost done updating. I didn't.
Oh, hey, no, this I have loved this. It's been a while since I've done Web3 space, gaming space with someone else other than me just talking, and so I'm like a nerd in the candy shop right now. Like, I'm like, yeah, someone, like it's
Yeah.
and so I am so excited for you to kick my butt.
I'm excited to see how this goes in general, man. You might have me. You might have me. I'm curious to see like how this is going to end up playing out.
I picked no, I did a mid-range deck, fast to mid. So for me, the pacifist angle is cool. I like it, but it's not my play style. I'll play a pacifist if it comes, and because it's just one of those surprising turns that you're like, you see someone compounding, getting ready to do something, and you're like,
right.
Oh no, you can't touch me anymore. Please don't. Like that will kill me in one turn. And the one thing that I try to teach or show people is how fun these games are without having to spend money.
Real. I love that.
So like I have a friend that's playing Shrapnel, and he's like, no, I'm like way too deep. Everything's thrown into Shrapnel. And I was like, dude, you don't even have to buy anything and it's fun.
That's a fact. That's a fact. You don't. I mean, I think that's like the beautiful thing about like if you're for the game devs that are doing this correctly, where you understand that there's opportunity for incentivization through daily action or repetition, where it's like you don't need the currency that's most important than money is time. So if you're spending time with our game, then the natural reward is over time you get rewarded with the ability to then like play with increased stakes, play with real cards, play with cards of value, play with assets, stuff, so on and so forth. But now like I think the desire to do it is much more ingrained because you're a part of the community. You're getting more excited because the game is already exciting for you. And it's growing. So now you have an opportunity to then showcase like your abilities to newer people and to people who are already there. So it kind of like really hits on like all those beats. And I think that's what's going to be the difference maker between those that are saying, hey, like you got to pay to get in here versus no, like for those who did early on, this was mainly because they saw the vision in something. Before it dropped, and it was still the onus was on us as a developer to then develop something worthy of that trust. And I honestly like even in like the best case scenarios, I think a lot of people fail to understand that like building games is hard, and a lot of games end up being built that have similar skills. Some of like the best indie titles, for example, but they flop. They flop for, maybe the idea is great, but the team that executed it is not great. Or they ran out of money, even though like it's a really great concept. Or their publisher that they are a part of is saying, hey, you're not hitting the type of metrics we want, so we're going to abandon your project. And there's so many different ways. And this is like stuff that's launched. There are so many games in a graveyard that haven't even gotten finished developing, that weren't able to see the light.
I built a game, helped build a game. It even got 5th place at 3XP this year. We're not even going to go into that on air.
Yeah, you understand though completely.
Yeah.
So
and there's just, you don't even know what's going to hit when. I think though, the one thing I wish that Parallel had done is that they had done like an off-chain marketplace.
Mm.
Because like I went to go show someone how much a deck would make, how, cost, and
Right.
the cards are super cheap right now. A lot of like just your basics and stuff like that, built a deck, but to buy it all at once, $500 in gas.
Yeah, it's a lot. I think when like, because I know echoes and stuff are going to be available on base.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. I think they're probably going to want to push commerce mainly towards the purchase of echoes. So I think if I remember correctly, I think if you bought physical cards, they act as like sort of like digital equivalent to apparitions, and then you're able to at some point. I don't think the apparitions upgraded NFTs, but I know that you can.
You can earn Prime with them, if I remember reading right.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then Glint to upgrade.
Exactly. Yeah. So I definitely think just like through that type of grind, I think we'll start to see some things. And then obviously for folks that already own cards, their version of the physical, the redemption version of it is just going to be a cosmetic difference, obviously. But I'm honestly like, if I just found out about Parallel today and I knew that like soon I could go to a store and buy the cards, I would do that. I'd do that. I'd play it. I'd love it that way, and then decide, I'm gonna move that over to the digital equivalent, and then we're gonna get mixed.
Like I don't have, like what is this? Oh, yeah, Valyria. I'm waiting for Valyria to really push out.
Nice.
I built a deck, and I got this guy just waiting. Waiting.
Hell yeah.
So it's sometimes that wait is killer, and you can lose momentum and stuff, and it, like you said, that could be the thing that just makes everyone go find the next shiny thing.
Exactly. I think we are. Oh wow, it's got a new like loading screen. Oh shit.
Yeah, they so like I said, I got in late. I think it was like the last few days of season 2. Now we're on season 4, and just seeing the upgrade from seeing the upgrade from season 3 to season 4.
Yeah,
they did a good job.
No, man, this is sick. I'm liking all the new card visual, like the loading where they're showing all the different parallels.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is cool. I'm still trying to figure out who has like what cards look the sickest. It's like at some point I like go back and forth between like, oh, Marco looks sick, but then the Cathari cards that have been coming out recently, the art for those just look ridiculous. It's like fuck. The artistic team they have is.
And didn't they pull a lot of AI? And I know Colony's all AI, but didn't they use a lot of AI on this as well, or no? Or
I don't think so.
Storyboard.
I think AI might have just been for storyboard, or like I know for a fact like AI is used as sort of like the development for the assets and everything in Colony. But as far as a lot of the art and stuff is concerned for Parallel proper, or at least the TCG, that's all I know they're doing that by hand for sure. That team is cracked.
That's cool. What will be, and I think what will be really cool is if. So remember how Magic the Gathering, when there'd be a new series by an artist, the artist would be on a card. If they put that artist in the metadata, that would be there's only one other project that that I know, and it's not even a game project. It's the Aces, a PFP collection that they did a bunch of one-offs, and it was like the first project in like 2021 that put the artist for the different one-on-ones in the metadata.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. And that's just they rocked it. So.
Okay, I think We are in. I'm just adjusting the appearance.
Yeah.
I think I have a card back.
Oh yeah. See, he's
Yeah, I
like, I got a
do have
card
one.
back. I'm gonna put in all of
Yeah.
the specials.
Oh
Hey,
yeah.
load this all up. Let's for those that are joining us on Lonely, I don't think so we're do you use OBS or you use StreamYard?
I use OBS.
Okay, yeah. So you do heavy data, out streaming.
Yes.
Man, once again, complete love to StreamYard. One stream of data out of my computer, and then they split all the feeds for me.
That's pretty sick. Can't lie about that one. That's pretty sick.
And we're streaming to 9 platforms right now.
Wow.
So I just want to shout out to everyone on LinkedIn. We're playing card games on LinkedIn.
I love that.
Crypto Web3 card games on LinkedIn. YouTube channel 1, YouTube channel 2 for those on 0x Degens and those on Player One Taco. Hello. Twitch, Twitter video, Twitter Space, Unlonely, Kick, Rumble, and Telegram.
Wow.
Hello.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Okay, let me go and I need to go to my settings.
All right.
And I need to change my video. Oh, it is windowed. Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't even look like it.
I'm windowed so I can click back and forth. It just I lose the sound. So now everyone gets the sound.
Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. I'm actually at windowed now. We're good and Gucci. Okay, because what I wanted to do was to do this side by side. Okay. I want to see. I wish I could. I want to see the unlonely comments actually.
Let's see. I don't know.
Actually, I'm gonna do that. I could pull up the app on my phone.
Yeah. Right now we don't have anyone joining us in Unlonely, but I'm gonna go shoot a Telegram message.
Oh yeah, and then you should also do the mobile notifications.
I did that.
Okay, got it.
And then I'm actually gonna go. Let's see here.
Because I know we're also streaming on Twitter too.
On Warpcast, we got some love from Parallel.
We got some folks on Twitter as well, which is cool.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Let's see.
So let me go ahead and. Oh, that's cool. These rewards are actually pretty sick. Wow. Very nice.
All right, let's go put this. We're gonna put this on Plebster, and we're gonna put this on where's our Warpcast?
Alrighty, and then I should be good.
Let's see. All right.
Oh yeah.
Do.
All right, let me go ahead and I think I have to log out for my stuff to change. Oh yeah, and then if you did it on Workcast, let me go ahead and let me recast that bad boy. All right, bet.
I think this has been one of the funnest things have been pushing video into Twitter for like the last year. Before Elon started, pushing it. I got for out of all of the beta features I've gotten out of as a Twitter creator, the only one that was cool was being able to stream video for the last year and a half.
Right.
So now run a Twitter space and go show what's going on in the Jumbotron.
That part.
I do it for walking through DeFi protocols and everything.
Okay. I'm back in. I'm going to host and then send you a code, and then we're going to go from there. All right, cool.
And then you saw where we have private messages, right?
No, we have private messages.
Yeah, within StreamYard, man.
Shit, good stuff.
Yeah,
good stuff. Hey, where are my glints? I just had them. I literally just went to go grab some, and I guess it didn't. I guess it still needs to take a minute for it to show up. That's all. It's all good. I don't need it right now.
Hey, get those points beating me.
Yeah, that's equipped. Okay, it looks like everything. No, I don't want to play the tutorial. I don't need to. I've already played this game before. What is it? It's trying to tell me something, clearly. Okay, let's go quick play. Private hosts. Got the code. Bam, let's get in there.
All right. And for those that don't know, just as a recap, we are playing parallel TCG. We are having some fun. Sursu and I, are part of the power user group in Unlonely, and it just so happened we met, and we both love playing this game. Brand, Steward Eternal. Man, all right.
Life can spring from the unexpected.
Ooh, we'll begin. Let's see. We'll put that one away. Oh my god, the card sheen on these looks so much better.
Right? Even just the upgrade that they did between season 3 and 4 was amazing.
Oh wow. Oh, what is this unit? Oh shit. This cannot be targeted by friendly effects or abilities, and upgrades may not be attached. When this unit will be destroyed or removed from the game instead. Interesting. It acts as defender.
Yeah. And I'm trying to remember the original game that had banking.
I stand watch.
I'm trying to think too. There is a game that I have played that has banking that you described, which it's so weird because when they talked about banking, it was like, oh man, like, it's like so new and exciting, and I'm like, yeah, it is, because I haven't heard of the game that's done that in a long time. So
Yeah.
it feels so novel. What's this?
So, what's your go-to game fuel if you're at it for a while?
That's a great question.
Are you a water? Are you Red Bull? Bang energy drink?
Water actually.
As I go through my third energy drink today.
Take that and bam.
Singularity stand.
Just coming out. Let's see here. I don't feel like we're gonna. Let's see. We are. We're gonna need to save something. I think the way I'm thinking that you might be coming out.
Oh, whoa! Void Runner has a crazy rework. Holy shit! Wow.
And literally, this is when he kills me, gentlemen.
I'm literally telling you like a card I have in my hand when I shouldn't. But like this is nuts that like there's this rework is here. Okay. Yeah, but we're gonna do that. We're gonna play this.
So those that can't see, cost of creation, he gets to discard as many, take as many points as he discards, and then redraw that. So almost like a good mulligan, but you take death with it too. And I just your mind is blown.
My mind just blew because
your turn is about to end, and I don't know if I should tell you that.
No, I got it.
And you're like, I'm just holding this in the cannon. I'm gonna kill you in a second. All right.
What's wild is like they nerfed cost of creation. So what you were able to do, I think maybe 2 seasons ago, is you could banish, and those banished cards would also buff your Singularity Steward. But they changed it. They got rid of it. Oh man, I'm learning how to replay this card. Oh wow. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, okay. All right. Interesting. This is going to be tricky.
Think you wield strength?
I stand watch.
All right.
How bountiful.
Don't feel like you're going to be playing many of those. Don't need that yet.
Show me, let's.
And let's see here. What do we want to take out? I'll take that out first.
Never mind.
And yeah. We should have gone the opposite route, but we didn't want to take damage.
Denied.
This should be good.
Banish it.
Let's see here.
The singularity stands.
That's a good ass card, and I don't know. I think I might. Oh.
All right. Boop.
Oh, the seeds.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
And yeah. You know.
Oh yeah, that's an easy wipe. Yep, goodbye. Yep, goodbye.
Oh, we should have done that backwards. That was our. Oh, we missed that. Let's see here then. All right. Do we sacrifice? We sacrifice to clear that guy out because he's getting a little too big for us.
Big beefy.
Sometimes when you hate when you forget to go the right route on attacks.
Right.
You know.
Order operations, man. Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta pen DOS it.
Yeah.
No, not this one.
Oh man. Yeah, that would be nice, but I think that does make sense for me. So let me go ahead and
Come on, my beauty.
right, let's see here. We're gonna have to hope that that's not going to last. It's almost like we should have not played a card, but sometimes you feel that you just have to sort of, you know.
That part.
Yeah.
These are both good cards. We'll bank it, and we'll do...
All right.
That's it. Undone by your own weaknesses.
Don't have one in my... Fuck. Man, the way my deck is shuffled is like the slowest drip of cards. It's just...
Yeah. All right. That'll be what we get rid of. And let's see here.
How bountiful.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Had to get rid of that.
Good one. Good one.
Damage, you know.
Yeah.
No, that part.
You know.
Very real.
And you know, you had one piece that had a banish on it before when it dies, and so that was that turner, because I was supposed to take 4 off of you in damage, and that would have given a card some life, but
Right.
you know, order of play sometimes, man. There's been times I have just completely forgotten to attack. Don't you hate that?
I do. That happens to me a lot.
Vigil.
Sorry, because I'm like trying to do these compound moves with clones. You know. All right. One thing I haven't seen, does muster come back if it comes back played again?
I
Out of banishment?
believe it does. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it does.
Okay. That's just not a meta I've kept track of because I haven't gotten.
Mm-hmm.
Do no harm.
Bring it.
And
Oh, nice.
that's
Warrior is out.
It's just business.
Warrior's Friend +1 all units is one of my favorite cards.
Oh, yeah, that part. Oh, yeah. That man's gonna have to go. He's gonna have to go.
Let us not waste their sacrifices.
Okay.
Begone, interloper.
Oof. You're just gonna get a bunch of corrupted visions out of this.
That is the plan.
Okay. Oh. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'm trying to remember what I have left in the deck, and if I want a bank to draw, and how that would go. I think I'm gonna do a couple things.
Oh, nice. Good stuff.
We'll just destroy.
That's a smart move right there.
This will bring back.
Player.
Yeah.
Even if your mustard did come back, because
No one
you don't
was
have
under 2.
Yeah.
Yep. But oh nope, he can't attack. Nope. All right. So all right. We're not going to bank this turn.
The void provides.
Oh, okay. Well, took too long.
Okay. Oh, you're like, I'm just going to bring them all out.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right.
Okay,
Well,
that should help get your health down a little bit.
oh man. We just gotta go.
Closing in.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And much as that we don't have enough cards on the battlefield for that to matter. So yeah.
Drop that bad boy. Oh yeah, that's fine.
Vanish.
All right, here we go.
Undone by your own weaknesses.
All right. That's what you're gonna do.
Yes, sir. I know you're probably gonna hit the Shoshana hard reset. Get that 30 back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Makes so much sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. And we'll bank that. And yeah, she doesn't have a attack, so
what do I do here? Let's see. I have enough to take you out, but like at what cost? I lose all of them, basically, if I do it.
Okay. All right.
Well, at least do that. That'll help.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a tricky one because there's an answer here. Oh yeah. Wait a minute. What are we? Oh, that's not so bad. Okay. Um,
I give myself in tribute.
That aftermath was a good one.
Tell me, Clint.
that it was.
By your own weaknesses.
Nice timing. Yeah.
Okay. Had to think through that a little bit, but then I was like, okay, wait, I can bring one back. I can get one of high value. So good.
Yeah. Let's see here.
I have learned.
Oh, nice.
Now, so will you.
I like
And
Selena. She's cool.
I can.
I mean, if you get armed, I believe you basically
Yeah,
lots of damage.
I need to kill your guardian. And I think she's just going to sacrifice herself.
Oh, you get armed and evasive. You might just be able to take the damage without getting hit at all, actually. Even
Why
though
is
it's
it not
defender.
letting me? It didn't let me select the unit.
Oh, wait.
Oh, I was supposed to pick her. I thought it would. Oh.
Oh,
You
that's
got
rough. Okay.
Oh man.
That's a rough one. Let's see.
Well, I thought it would. Okay, she was my only unit. You would think.
Yeah, I thought that would. Yeah.
Yep.
Undone by your own weaknesses.
No room for better judgment.
Well. All right.
Undone by your own weaknesses.
Man, I should have just played my two cards then. Shoot. All right. Let's see.
From the earth, we seek.
Oh, nice.
Now, yeah, I don't think that was the right play. My other option at the time was deal 3 damage. I was hoping for a 0 to come out. But yeah, a zero defender, and it did not.
Yeah, that would have been helpful. That would have been
Not
super
really.
helpful.
You can kill me with either card.
Yeah, true, but it stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened. You could forget to attack, but
Yeah. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, well.
Undone by your own weaknesses. I return to my watch.
Oh, nice. That's a cool little new victory screen. All right. I like the updates. I have to now definitely rework my deck a little bit though, because Void Runner is completely different. Void Runner used to be where you could the muster was to grab an enemy card that you've banished from and into the singularity out back into your hand.
Yeah.
I guess maybe a lot of people misplayed it, so it didn't really get used, and I can probably see that's why they did the rework for making it act like the shroud equivalent of the gunslinger. But I kind of wish it had its old kit back. But that's okay.
Yeah, there's who is it? It is
The path is open to you.
I bet you will.
Frequencies.
so one of New Dawn has, he has his banished ship that comes and goes every turn. So you can never attack it, but it's great playing your stewards because your ship's banishing every turn. So you get those guys out, and you just start compounding those pieces into it, which is pretty cool.
That part. Okay, now my gun showed up? What? Man. Oh, Neath has a new emote and a new skin. Oh, snap. Might have to get that.
Here, for this match, let's show your screen because you got all of the...
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm down for that.
You have all the updates so you can show people what this is actually like.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool.
You know?
Let me go ahead and get... when is this? Oh, this is 1 day left. Okay, let me go ahead and
I'm running 5 screens on one screen, so tiny windows. That's one thing I'm not a huge fan of is the type font.
Yeah, it is a little. It's I do wish accessibility wise they made it a little bit bigger. Like actually a fair bit bigger. It would be great if they did
even on zoom in on cards.
Yeah,
it's still like I'm like, what is that? You know.
And then unlock the print. How many days do we have left? 20 days. Oh, okay. I can get back into the grind for 20 days.
Yeah.
All right. Let me go ahead and get that premium track.
You're like, yeah. Pick up those rewards, man. And I wish they allowed for more concurrent active challenges. You know, rather than you get, only one that re-rolls, or you finish it and then it just takes 24 hours and you're like, I want to just sit here for 8 hours and play because that's what my shard. Wait, what? I activated a shard and what did I? I don't even think. Where's my? Oh man, no. Where's my keyframe? Yeah, I activated a shard, and I don't even think I'm benefiting from this because I don't have any glint or anything going on in this. Yeah, XP from wins. Do they have X? They don't allow XP in private matches?
No, they don't. As far as I know, no. Which kind of blows. I wish they did.
I think obviously, to keep people out from farming themselves.
Yeah, true that. Oh, let me. I have my stream out. Let me know if you can.
I see it, and added to stage.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got like a terminal.
Boom! You're just going
big. Vanguard
big.
card back. I got the Heroes of Parallel, and then I have one of my old Honored Steward art cards, which I definitely like.
Stewards are good.
I just got this this field back, which is sick. Inside the New Dawn, I don't have any card frames because the Shroud season has ended, and I'm sad because I should have got the brand stuff, but I'm gonna have to pay ETH for that at some point.
Oh man,
I'm not worried about it. It is what it is. It's all good. I think. Let me see. In my deck, I do have that. I got the Crewman banished 2 novices, 2 siphons. Void Runner. I mean, I guess Void Runner. I get the rework. I actually think it's useful. Cost of creation though is like. Wait a minute. Maybe the reason why it didn't work is because I discarded effect cards. Maybe if I discard unit cards, my steward would have actually gotten the buff. Huh. I'm going to have to think about that a little bit.
It depends if the call calls for a discard to banish. I remember you played one piece that banishes all, but I'd gotten rid of your steward, I think, the turn before.
I think you did, yeah. But there was a play. Wait a minute. Do I not have any relics? I don't.
You didn't. You didn't have any relics at all.
That's so why do I have that's so crazy. Okay, because I have the Great Enigma, and I was like wondering when my relic was gonna hit, and it never did.
All right.
Because I didn't have it in there. That makes a lot of sense. Okay.
I will be honest. I threw away a couple relic takeovers because I felt like the way you were playing didn't seem like you had any relics in that deck.
And it's crazy because I remember the last time I built it, it was supposed to have void crystals because I used that to gain extra energy upon banishing. So like,
yeah,
it's like, I'll always, if I have like 2 crystals out in the field or 3 crystals out in the field, if I get a banish off, then that's 3 extra energy. I could play a ton, a lot more cards.
Yeah, a lot good on quick play.
Exactly.
That's interesting. There's more energy adds in Earthen than there is in like Marcolian. You know, I'm trying to think if in Marcolian parallels there's any. Let me go look at this real quick.
Try this.
Do you want to destroy to gain scraps? Do I want to? I have 22 apparitions. Do I want to gain 380 scraps?
Oh wow! Gain scraps 9 access apparition. Oh yeah, I have a bunch. Scrap gain 120.
I don't know. I forget what the meta is on scraps.
Hey, honestly,
picking your own.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, is it building your own card?
Yeah, it's to build your own card, as far as I remember. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Why not? That was there. There was an action.
I do have 1 AP for this. Interesting. I have an AP for Bora. That's cool. I didn't even realize I had an AP for her. What? Shroud don't I have? Oh, I don't have Leonid. I should probably 3,000 scraps for this. Holy shit. Well, I need scraps. 9 access apparitions. Sure. Why not? I think the other thing was like there was for certain apparitions, like it took forever to like you don't get a lot of scraps for destroying certain cards. From what I remember.
Yeah.
There's also a thing, if I'm not mistaken, there's a thing you can upgrade. I'm trying to remember where you go for that.
No glints, emotes.
Where is it in collection? It's in cards.
Inside
And
done.
oh, here we go. Okay, now I'm doing the right thing, I think. Here we go. There it is. Oh, and then you go online to replicate it. I wonder if that's possible now. Can we do this? Let's see. Oh, wow, yeah. One echoes available. I can't make it, though, which kind of sucks. I wonder why. Do I need to... Oh, I have to bridge Prime to base?
Yep. Wormhole that.
I see. Okay. Okay.
Man, and Prime has seen some great movement the last
yeah.
week and a
Yeah.
half.
Prime movement is redonkulous right now, dude. It's
Yeah.
Trying to think if there's other. There's some more than just unless they. I thought I was able to make replications of other cards, but I guess not. Maybe they changed it because it was like I think I got it before the season started. All right, well, whatever. I'm down for another match.
Yeah. Let's see. We're gonna. Yeah. Do we switch it up?
Oh yeah, we can. I'm definitely down to like swap, get a different deck. I have I've been working on a Juggernaut Workshop deck.
There's a good deck. I don't know. That was the first time I played that deck. I like how it rolled.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until like the end that I was like, I didn't feel like I had to bank, yet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna bring a new deck into play, just because I love how much sass she has.
I love that. That's Sean. I need this guy. Does he have anything?
Now, when you picked
that's pretty clean.
Share screen, did you pick share screen sound as well?
Can you not hear my sound?
I can hear you, but I can't hear your gameplay. Let me see if it's yep. So I'm muting my screen audio. You do not have screen audio.
All right. Well, let me do settings and maybe
you have to just unshare it, take it off, and then reload it. That's like that's the one weird thing.
Okay, share screen. Some screens look for the share audio checkbox in the next window.
Yep.
Yeah, also share tab audio. Oh, to share audio, share a tab or screen instead. Oh, I'd have to show my
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I see. Okay, so I can't bring the window out. So I have to do the entire screen. I'm gonna have to just okay, give me 1 second then. I know what to do.
Don't worry about it. We can just keep playing my audio in the background. I just like to hear who you're playing.
Word. I can adjust it though. It'll take 2 seconds to do this. I just gotta settings, video. Just gotta go full screen.
Yeah.
Keep. And then we'll go the entire screen.
Yep.
Share system audio, I think.
Yep. Also share system audio.
Okay.
And then I'll wait for you to get that loaded up before I put that on stage.
All right, let me know if you see it.
All right, I see it, and I'll add it on up. There we go.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah, now we hear.
Sick. Let's change the deck. I haven't seen the appearance here. I wanna add this field back. I just want to see what it looks like. Okay, confirm. All right, I'll host. Actually, well, no, I'll host. Yeah, I have to still give you the.
Yep.
All right, so now we're gonna go back to my main screen. Paste that for you. Okay, cool.
All right. And yeah, anytime you got to go to your home screen, let me know, and I'll take your screen off stage out of that privacy piece.
Got it.
There we go.
Yeah, we're in business.
Now, one of the cool things I would love if they added a watch mode.
There.
Yeah, spectator mode would be amazing. That's the one thing I'm like looking for to like scale for tournament play. It would if we had spectator mode, that would be awesome, and then we'd be able to. And then if there's like data we can pull, then like we can do like some analytics. We can do like stakes wagers, a bunch of cool
Another
things.
test subject.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
You go first. Oh, like that. That's actually a great addition to let me know that I go first. Oh, I do want to keep that.
Now in MTG, like I have all of the I have a ton of different deck backs. Do you ever play just the default deck back to sort of like snick your opponent into thinking that you're just fresh out of the gate?
Yeah, sometimes if I've played a deck or something that I know has been pretty damn good. And I think the beautiful thing about like not being a pro MTG player is like no one knows you or how you play. So it's very easy to trick people into thinking that like you're new. And then like you just start putting some shit together like, nah, you're not new, bro. You're so good. I always like that. Like I've done that. I've done that with Pokemon dozens of times. Like that's one of my very, very fun things to like put on people is like, yeah, I'm pretty gross. So I do like that. Oh yeah, actually that makes a lot of sense. I don't want to get rid of this, but yeah. Actually, wait, hold on. Actually, no. We'll do that.
All right.
We'll do that there.
All right. Ocular.
Oh, hell yeah. Actually, no, wait.
We're gonna need a decision here.
Oh, yeah, duh. Oh, no, it worked. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Ooh. My life for yours. What's the most craziest card that someone played against you? That just out of the blue.
Like I was playing against Mr. Kickback, and he had
Was it parallel or something else?
it was parallel,
Okay.
and he played the like anti-organic matter card, which just annihilated my entire board. I had him on the ropes too. It was actually a really thrilling match for the most part. But I wasn't the crazy thing is like I didn't really play against that type of Auchencourt deck before, so I didn't know that card was part of its play style, and that you just bide your time until you have the ability to do that, and then you could just throw in Arak and then just put all of the upgrades on them, and then he has like a fucking 30-20 card, and then you're just nuked. I didn't realize that. It's like basically like the equivalent of having like your Bora after you've gotten like 15 things in your singularity, and you just bork anybody you want. So I wasn't familiar with his game. We're just gonna get rid of that. We're gonna get rid of that one. Yeah. I want to keep this.
Not your finest moment.
We can't do that.
Oh, we can't do that. You're right. Yeah, well, that's gonna have to just.
We're gonna need a decision here.
Ooh. All right. Yep. We're going to do.
Nice. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
you got the nice little. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I forgot to attack.
That's perfect for me.
This should be a bet for Brian. How many times does someone forget to attack? You know. Oh man. Create a 2/3 Nestor with Defender. All right.
Oh, I don't know if you can play this turn, but that would make
or created Elvax with Armed. All right. Let's see here.
Interesting. Oh shit.
Oh, is this a new play for you?
It is.
Are you gonna pick the 3/3? Yeah, you're gonna pick armed and dangerous artillery. Okay.
Yeah, he's got to go. He's got to go.
What?
I can deal with the bonus. I cannot deal with the extra clones.
Let's see here. Well,
nice, seeing triple. So good. So fucking good. And they get buffed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
And when you have crew boss,
Oh yeah, it gets disgusting, dude. It gets disgusting.
it's just you're like, how far over do I have to scroll? And then you got to start remembering card placement for like decay and
Yep.
stuff like that later on. That is disgusting.
I will say someone played Seeing Triple on me. I think you could do it multiple times in a game. I think they played it twice on me. Like, it won't go. And I was just like, come on, bro. Like 6 of these things. This is nasty. And they had 2 standard bearers. They had I forget the other card. But it also gives an extra bonus. Yeah, it was nuts. They were like +5 each when they dropped out, and I hated it. Okay, so we're gonna go.
So I remember a historic MTG game I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
And MTG's been around for a while on desktop, through Steam, and then mobile when they launched mobile. Oh, an upgrade. Ooh, +1 and armed. All right. And I was actually I was on the go, and then they had one. They played. It was the most random card that I'd never seen before, and they freaking played Godzilla.
Damn, that's nuts. What?
And literally, in MTG, I got Godzilla.
Damn.
So, we're gonna get rid of you because that is our job, is to get rid of you. Let's see here.
Oh, nice. Oh,
all right.
My God,
So
nice.
that's our target gains armed, or draw 1, or create more clones. So yeah, you know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye, defender.
And let's see here.
Ouch.
Oh yeah.
Yup, and he gets that buff, and he gets another one. Yup. So gross. So gross. Very gross.
Let's see here. Did we bank? Yeah, we banked.
TikTok. TikTok.
Like I said, I love her sass. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're playing a kill switch on that.
Yes, sir.
Cutting edge and a kill switch. All right. Ah. All right. No, that doesn't matter anymore.
We stand as one.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great one.
Yep. Boom.
We're in this together.
Yeah, we are.
Yep.
And we're going.
Yeah.
We are
Oh yeah.
sacrificing.
Oh, but this has got to go.
Can't. Oh, wait, no, it could. It can destroy. Oh, I thought it was damage. Oh, man. Yep.
Okay.
Well,
I've staved off the onslaught for now.
I should have just waited.
Oh man, I thought you were gonna like hit my face first to get 2 extra clones on me.
Oh, man.
TikTok.
I should. Oh, man. Order of play. I made this deck at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I think that's when I make my best decks. You know, when I'm not even thinking about it, because it's you know, I seeing those compound moves, you just got to remember them because like you're stacking a deck to see how it go. Like you're thinking of quick play, mid, and long-term play. You know,
Right.
And so it's really interesting on how I sort of deck sometimes. All right. All right.
Yeah, we're just gonna stop that clone from popping off.
All right. We know what we need to do here. We know exactly what we need to do. Death to you.
Yep.
And bank to that. And we like him, but we should have a lot of units left. Oh, we don't. All right.
Good try though. That's a good try. That's a good play.
Yeah.
Trying to get some board presence, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. What do we got? Yeah, I don't have anything for that.
So the AI on this is dumb as heck. It played that card against me one time, and it didn't even have any cards in its hand.
That's insane. How
to discard, and so it just made it a null and void. It was just a play. Oh, yeah. All right, that card has to go. Yeah. So, all right. Mm-mm. Ah, man. Whew. All right. Oh, man. I feel like he's going to get nerfed. I feel like a lot of at the end of each player turn cards will get nerfed come season 5. Some of the healing ones might not, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, you might be onto something there, though. You might be onto something.
So Black Hand is really big in Nigeria, you said?
No, we're like, so we have a team, we have like a pro team in PUBG Mobile right now that is based in Nigeria. We do have a pretty solid following in Africa though, and in the Middle East. But for the most part, like a lot of our fan base is like APAC region. So like
Yeah.
a lot of folks from like Japan, Taiwan, Indonesia, for example, even like China, for example, like are massive, pretty big fans of us. Like that's like the majority of our fan base. And then I would say second tier would be America and Europe, and then like Africa and the Middle East are kind of like slowly under that. But I think based upon we had the opportunity to apply for partnership for PUBG Mobile. We're just waiting to hear back at the start of the new year to see if we get it. If we do, then that probably helps us like boost our fan base in the Middle East and Africa like tenfold over the next 2 years, because we would be really, really into like building the competitive scene there. We'd have a massive like competitive base, partially from just competing, but then also like hosting events. And then we'd also be able to have the opportunity to have team skins in the game. So that increases like sort of like permanence within like the PUBG ecosystem, which is very, very fun as well. So those are things I'm like super excited about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
TikTok, TikTok.
And all right, fine. Give you something to smash.
Oh, nice. I like the bruiser.
You have so many dogs on the field.
I do. It's kind of nuts. Yes. And he gets to go.
Relic killer.
Oh yeah. Had to get rid of that guy.
5, 8. Yeah, you have me this hand too.
All right, let's get this farm out there. 3. Oh yeah, I have it now. I'm just gonna counter this guy.
Okay. You're like, I just want to clean the field.
Yeah. Gotta clear the board.
Are you even trying?
That old thinking.
No, I'm not even trying. Of course I'm not. Like I said, I love her sass.
No, it's great. It's great. That's like a good way to be like, nah, bro, like you're good.
All right.
Just gotta do it again.
Do we have time for one more?
We do.
Yes. All right, man. Final match. I'm gonna all right, let me figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh no, that's not what I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to add you. Let's go back over here. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. Change that.
Acknowledging enemy presence. Hello.
Boom.
Yeah.
Unless, do you want to play same deck versus same deck? Do you want to play starters, or do you want to? You down for that?
Yeah.
All right. See, and really, then it's just how many times I forget to attack, and the deck shuffle.
Pretty much. Which one do you
Yeah.
want?
All right. Who do you want to play? Guess choice.
I'm down for anything. Marco sounds fun.
All right. Marcolian. All right. Let's badoop badoop. Do. Wait, who did you pick again? You said Marcolian? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Marcolian it is.
Nice. Awesome.
Huzzah! Marcolian starter.
Oh, they got the Catherine skin. Oh, I might have to cop that at some point. Oh, I don't have a day left, so okay. All right, let's go to play. Do you want to show your screen or you want to show mine?
Sure. I'll throw mine up there. Let's go.
All right.
Badoop, badoop. Entire screen. Share sound. Boom. All right. Got it.
Awesome.
Now, so what kind of setup do you play? What's your deck? Or not your deck, but what's your computer? What's your hardware?
Great question, because I'm at my girlfriend's house, so I'm using her rig, which is different than mine. Actually, I think hers is better than mine, if I'm not mistaken. Let me go.
Desktop or laptop?
Desktop.
Okay.
Let me go.
Hardwired or Wi-Fi?
Hardwired.
All right. Is she a gamer too?
A little bit, but not nearly as much as I am. But I always tell her it's finding the right game to be obsessed about, and like she's incredibly obsessed and very good at like Mario Party, and she's really good at fighters. She's surprisingly disgusting at fighting games like Soul Calibur and stuff like that. Yeah. I don't sleep on people. But she was hitting me with some stuff. I was like, oh damn, you used to put that time in. Let me see. There's
yeah.
There is a way for me to see my setup. I just forgot where to do it on here.
And so with Blackhand, what made you guys to choose the V over the A to set yourselves apart?
Stylistic reasons. I'm from Philly, and so there's a lot of, I would say, like Greco-Roman inspired architecture that pretty much is like, the tell of old America.
Yeah.
And so when you look at, for example, like the etching in the marble where they say the United States, it's a V. If they use A's, they also are using V's as well, or they're using A's without the bar.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what? Let's just like take that same spirit and just use that for us. Remove the vowels, And yeah, kind of sick.
Hey, I love it. I think when I first saw it, I'm so horrible at this stuff sometimes. Like, and I've been in both the music scene and the gaming scene forever. That at first I was like, Bulvac, you know, and then I was like, oh wait, no, Blackhand. I love it, you know.
I like the full circle. Like, oh wait, okay, that makes more sense. That sounds
Yeah,
good.
yeah. I remember, forever I thought, it was, Blau.
Yes.
Just yeah. Um, for like 2 years, I thought his name was Three Lau.
I did too, actually. When I first heard about him as a DJ, I remember being on Clubhouse, and
Same.
I ended up seeing him in one of the spaces I was in, and I called him Three Lau, and he played it off very well, but I'm sure he was incredibly annoyed that I butchered that name. But then I was just kind of like, dude, like, it's not necessarily my fault. The way your logo makes it look like it's a 3 and not a B, but hey, yeah.
And you use a 3 and everywhere else,
Right. That's so I was like, you know what? Hey, look, it's not my fault.
The first time I saw Mastercraft,
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was like Merskriff.
That's
I was like Merskriff, and then someone was like, "Hey, who's playing tonight?" I was like, "Oh, Merskriff's playing." They're like, "Who?" And I'm like, "Merskriff." I'm like, "Am I saying this off, Merskriff?" And the club owner, he's like, I was thinking it was Merskriff too till I got on the phone with his agent. It's Mastercraft. I was like,
hilarious.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Okay. Better than Deadmau 5.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I kind of figured out Deadmau5 because I was like, it would be weird if his name was Deadmau5, but
and he's wearing a mouse head.
Exactly. So I was like, okay, it's like it's a dead mouse because it has the X's, like the old cartoons.
And that was one that, like, visually I saw the mouse, and so it just made sense. But then I always, just for the fun of it, I would just say Deadmau 5. I think Web3 in gaming has just broken grammar. Yeah. All right. So you play it? Do you have a gaming laptop?
I used to. I don't anymore. If I do game, I use this
Greetings from
this
Mars.
app called Shadow.
Greetings from Mars.
And just do it on my Mac.
Okay.
So it kind of acts as like a hyper gaming PC. Only problem is that I just need to have really, really, really good Wi-Fi, at least like 30 like megabits a second type of like download speed, so I can stream it perfectly.
The point. At your service.
Oh my God, this is awful. I need to mulligan everything.
You feel that same thing?
Yeah, and it still didn't work for me, to be honest. It's all good. It's all good. That's so interesting though. So like if you go second, you get a defender.
Yeah.
Did not realize this.
That is a new implementation this season.
I see. So like that helps prevent early hyperscaling with certain metas.
Yeah.
You have a defender, so they can't just attack your face all of a sudden, like Marcos to get the arm. I mean, to get assault and all that stuff. I see.
Hold in position.
Yeah.
Not mad at that. Not mad at that.
It's an interesting play piece,
Yeah.
Cathari opening, I love opening defender. If you don't have anything, you don't attack. Yeah, right. There's some cool stuff within Cathari that that's, late at night, all the lights off. That's what I'll play.
Been there, done that.
All right. And this time I did not forget to attack. This unit actually can't attack.
At your command.
Right.
For those that are watching back home, All right.
Hold in position.
Very nice.
At your command.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah. Let's do
this.
And
Hell yeah.
that is all she wrote. She is actually one of my least favorite commanders. Catherine Forge. At your service. So do you know who they did for some of the voice talent at all?
I do not.
Okay. I do wish there were instants.
Oh yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
I know that would slow down gameplay, but I think once they adapt to mobile as well, that gameplay either everything will get nerfed, for less life,
Yeah.
But I think they're wanting to just sort of see how players go. All right. Oh, okay? So you have a Mac at home, is what you play on?
Correct.
All right. All right. Let's see here. All right. We are going to do this.
Stand proud,
Nice.
audience. Way up.
Nice.
And
oh yeah, it's about to get rough.
yeah. We'll give you the choice. I didn't know if you wanted to get rid of it yet, and yeah. Not everyone. You would think that they would have more assaults. That's it.
Been there,
done that.
So what's some of the cool places you've traveled for gameplay?
That's a very great question. I'd say one of the best places I've been to, one of the most interesting places I've been to so far. Let's see. Well, actually, I wasn't able to go, but like our teams played in London. We've played in Birmingham, UK. We've played in Kansas City. We've played in New York. We've played in Philly. We've played in Orlando. We played in Raleigh, North Carolina. We've played in. Oh man, where else have we played? Those are kind of the main places actually so far. I think like with our team, like we'll soon play in like Dubai and stuff like that, which I'm actually super excited about. Like I'd love to like go to Dubai, I'd love to go to Turkey, and a lot of those different places. And I think that's where we'll be headed
Dubai is amazing.
Yeah,
there's a ton of gaming cafes there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this store. It's called the computer store. If you search for it, it's the Al Ben Ali Center. It's a mall. Like for America, it's a mall. There, I guess it's just a store. And it is there's like 60 shops inside, and they are all hardware shops. And
that's so cool.
Last year, 3090s were top of the line. You could pick them up for pennies on the dollar. You know, and I was there when I first went in because I had to go get a power cable. And I talked to one of them. I was like, hey, you could do Bitcoin mining rigs. And he's like, oh yeah, we can. Like he knew of it, but he hadn't thought of it. Wow. And so he was like, well, come back in a few days. And he would, let's see here. Ooh, okay. All right. How do we want to play this? Do we want to play this? Well, let's do that.
Stand proud, Marcolians.
We're gonna do that.
Oh, nice.
And we're gonna bank that because we are behind on banking. That didn't damage. Oh man. Let's see.
Onwards!
Yeah, I know. Come on. All right. There we go. But went back and they started making 12 card 3090 Bitcoin mining rigs, and they just were starting to pumping them out, And I was just like, oh my God, this is awesome. All right.
Yeah,
you're getting rid.
Yeah, that took way too much health for me per turn. Like,
yeah,
that had to go.
Oh man. Okay, let's see here. What do I think you banked? What do I think you banked? I haven't seen you really play any effects. And so I'm gonna gamble. Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, unit. Unit. Oh man. All right. Well, did not play that one right. Oh well. Let's see here. We're gonna. Yep, we're gonna do this.
Protect the banner!
And then we're gonna do that.
Yep, one of them was gonna go. I knew it.
Yep. And then
Nice. She might just hit my. I knew she was gonna. I knew it.
That's the roll of the dice. All right.
I had the sneaking suspicion that she would have done that.
I forgot to attack again. Oh! Oh my gosh. I swear this is not the first time I've played. All right. Serious question.
Yep.
How much do you love Solana?
Solana. I have not really had that much much to do with it. Unfortunately, like I haven't really haven't played with it too much. But I do have, like, for example, I had some
Now you're down here. What do you have? Might bring you up a little bit. Nice kill.
Oh no, thanks. Solana, I played a little bit of EV.io and like went and did like their main mint stuff a while back. So I have like some of their like first edition like gear, but low key have not spent any time really in the Solana ecosystem. I feel like I should.
Man, what did we we did not bank.
Hold in position!
All right. I feel like we played that wrong. We could have done that. We should have. Oh. Should have got. Oh, well. Let's see. We've attacked with everyone, so we got our assault in. All right. So, game that either that you might like, first-person shooter. Bravo Ready 1. BR1. You pay to spawn and you get paid to kill.
Interesting.
Yeah. All right. Draw 2.
Okay, nice.
Fire! You can't hold!
I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna have to look into it.
All right.
Pay to spawn and pay to kill. I like that.
Yeah.
Is it like a Is it like, how does it play? Like a RTS, like FPS? Or...
Yeah. Yeah. Like old school Halo.
Oh, nice. I like that.
Yeah. All right.
Guard duty.
Been there, done that.
There was one Shroud card I saw someone play, like Endless Void Relic, I think is what it was,
Mm-hmm.
or there was no limit on hand. I think that's an interest. There could be some interesting plays in there.
Hold in position. Opening fire.
Engage.
Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful.
All right. Let's see here.
Never go in against a scientist.
I don't know who you brought back, but
Win against a scientist.
nice.
Stand proud, Marcolians.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. And I don't know. We are, depending on how this goes, we might.
Hold in position.
All right. Now you're pulling off the artillery.
Stand proud, Marcolians.
Oh. What?
Okay, let's see.
Maintain firing.
And
Position.
yes. Okay. Got a board clear. All right.
All right.
Okay. We still might be in this thing.
Well, get rid of that. Who?
Oh yeah, smart. See ya, my guy.
Oh no, I should have played
Can't
it.
do that.
What? All right. Can't do that. Yeah. Okay. I should have banked you, but. Man, clear board. Knockout 8. Yeah.
Okay, let's
11
see.
down.
Can't bank. I'm gonna drop you in here.
Mhm.
All right. We are in business.
Maintain firing.
All right.
Oh.
This is where if Marcolian had like a, I think they do kind of have a nice board clear. I don't know if it's neutron bomb or if it's orbital strike. I forget. Ooh, nice. Artillery.
Not
and the-
really.
Yeah, they don't really have one.
A lot of fast, you know. There's a lot of upgrades that will, you know, destroy target, you know, self-sacrificing. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Who's free? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that bluff. I should have let that. No, is that aftermath? Yeah.
GG's my first.
GG.
Another glorious victory! None can stand before Mars!
None.
None.
Yeah. Oh man.
Very nice.
Okay. Man. Seriously, it has been a blast.
Dude, it has been. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate this.
You know, you know, we do a daily show. Look, so how often do you stream? Let's talk about you for a minute.
You know, so I was streaming, I think probably 4 days out the week. And then I had a oral surgery where I had to get 4 of my wisdom teeth taken out. And that was, I want to say, October. And so I had been in recovery pretty much for about a month or some change. So leading up to Thanksgiving, finally had like the, you know, got, I guess, strong enough to like eat regular food and I hadn't streamed because my mouth was in pain for a while. So like I haven't gotten back into it until I'll say maybe like next week is when I'm starting to pick it back up again. Because tomorrow I've got the last town hall of the year for Black Hand, so I'm going to be streaming that for a little bit in the afternoon.
Is that a Twitter space or?
I'm gonna pretty much blast it everywhere. So it's kind of like a Twitter space. It's like this this dude built like a DAO Twitter space equivalent called Abora. It's like built on top of WordCast.
Okay.
But it functions just like a Twitter space. But I'll be also like streaming it as well because I have like somewhat of a presentation I'll put together.
Yeah.
So folks will be able to kind of like tune into that. It'll be like on Unlonely and Twitter and everything else. And then that'll be kind of like my entry back into Twitter, back into streaming rather, for the year. And then I'll probably be doing that like maybe like twice a week. And then once the start of the new year hits, like I think after January 10th, I'll be back to my like regular streaming schedule of like 4 times a week. So pretty excited to get back into it.
Well, you are welcome on TacoBytes pretty much anytime. There's not someone else scheduled.
Dope. So hit me up anytime.
You know, we are a daily show.
Sick.
You know, and as our headlines, you know, as I like to say, we're the best show you never heard about because we are consistently inconsistent but daily.
We like that.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Yeah. Hit me up anytime. I'm down to come through and be a guest and hang out and chat about some stuff. Yeah.
What's and so, you know, you're heavy in the Warpcast, you know, heavy in you know, I saw you originally in, you know, Unlonely, you know, when we were a small group. We, you know, that first power group, I felt sort of cool. And then like people like Grace and Brian were like, "Hey, what's your schedule like? We want to get you like highlighted." And I was like, "I don't have a schedule." You know?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, they were asking me the same thing and I was like, "Yeah, I should probably work on that first. Let me get back to you."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think we'll be doing that in the new year. We're gonna force ourselves to be on a schedule because, you know, we're talking about your daily bite of Degen.
Exactly.
You know, and man, this is always fun. This is the 478th episode.
Wow, dude, that's amazing.
So
congrats, that's huge. We're almost at 500. You got to do something big for 500.
Oh yeah, well, so I didn't do anything big for 100. I didn't do anything big for 200. I didn't do anything big for 300. I definitely didn't do anything big for 365. I didn't do anything big for 400. I don't know. Do we keep the theme?
No, 500 is coming, bro. That's a lot of episodes, man. Like that's big. You should definitely do something. Maybe we could figure out like a sponsored giveaway or something. We've got a solid amount of like parallel assets or like some other cards, some prime, whatever. We'll be like, yo, we'll just give away like 3,000 Galent to whomever wants it or whoever like tunes in to the 500th episode, leaves a comment or something, and then bam, you know? That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know, and but you know, this has been a crazy thing, you know, like it's either, you know how streaming is, you know, sometimes you got people in, sometimes you don't. And so it's either I'm talking to myself for 5 minutes or I'm talking to myself for 8 hours.
Right.
Or, you know, if I put 15 hours at least into scheduling it in advance, you know, I had John Deaton on, you know, we had 3,000 people in video and like 1,000 people in the Twitter space.
That's insane, bro.
You know, so it's one of those things where the schedule, I think, really helps, at least for for people's regulatoriness, you know, fitting it into their schedule.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it gives them a sense of like expectation. Like, okay, I know like at 6, I can tune into this, and as long as I schedule around for 6, I'm good.
Yeah.
So
you know, and so how long ago did you start streaming? We'll wrap this up real quick but I got some questions.
Like 2019 is when I got into it. I would say like very specifically. I know like 2017, 2018, I had a Twitch. I streamed like through my console because I was playing Apex. I would say like 2019 was pretty big. That's when I really got into the streaming bag. And then just kind of built up a small following from there. That was like 2019 to 2020. I was streaming like regularly, like every day for about 8 hours or so. Yeah, it was kind of nuts. And then what happened? Yeah, I streamed Apex a good amount. I streamed like single player games like Mass Effect. I would do like this thing where I would have folks that would watch help me make decisions. So it'd be like, hey, like we're doing this. What dialogue should I say? What should I say? And it was always very fun. And then I used to do this thing where, like how on Twitch they have like the channel points, and then you can spend it on stuff. It's like one of their like basic things is like do push-ups. So I left it on there, but I like dropped the price, and it was funny because nobody was doing it for a while. I'd say maybe like 3 months. The 4th month, my friend decides to just unload a shit ton of channel points on me to do push-ups, and he had me do over 400 in a stream setting. It was hell. And to make it worse, other viewers were like, "Oh, we could do this. We've been waiting to do this for a while." And I'm just like, "Oh God!" So at the end of the session, it was like 1,000 push-ups I had to do, and I spent most of the time struggling to do that for the latter half of the stream than actually play a video game. I was like, guys, like I can't play anything because now my arms like feel like jello. I can't even move a mouse or hold the controller. They're like, "You got to finish your push-ups, bro." So I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to finish them." So I said, "Look, I'm gonna take a day off to actually recover. I can't stream tomorrow." So the next day, I stream. They do it again, and it just kept happening for like over like 2 weeks. They're like, "You better you better change the price." I'm like, no, because if I let you spend all your channel points now, you have to rebuild them. It's going to take a lot of time. So that was very, very fun. I think I still have some clips of me struggling and just like laugh, crying in pain for several minutes. Cause I'm just like, guys, like, really? And it was one of those things where it's just like they'll like, it's maybe 4 hours into the stream. And so my friend goes like, so it's about that time. I'm like, please don't. Just starts dropping them in. Whole chain of people drops them in. It's like, yeah. So I actually fondly miss that because I was like, you know what? This is like my gym. This is great. I had like a push-up camera because my desk setup was glass.
Yeah.
So I just had like my phone do a camera like under the glass. So I would just do the push-ups right under there. And they would just be laughing at me the whole like just like right. They're like, "Oh yeah." So then they're like, "Oh, we can't tell if you're doing proper form." So I got a stand, and I had like the camera like, and I'm like on the floor. So I'm like, I'm doing the pushes properly. They're like, "Nah, bro, you gotta do it again." So they just started fucking with me, and I was like, "All right, guys, like this is crazy." But that was fun. It was fun. That was like 2019 to 2020 was when I was streaming probably the heaviest. And then like the second heaviest period was I think earlier this year. And then so next year I'm probably going to bring it back to like that old 2019, 2020 sense of like streaming very heavily.
All right. And for a new streamer, word of advice,
I would say definitely consistency is key. And then I think after you become like consistent, it's like you definitely do have to network and like tell people that you're doing it. It's very hard to like break out of the 1 to 5 viewers unless you're like consistently telling people, "Hey, I'm streaming. Watch me do this. I'm entertaining," type of thing, to get more people to come through. And also like part of that is being able to then take clips of some of the moments, whether it's funny or insightful or whatever, and then also posting that out as well. So like while I was posting me being in pain with push-ups, I was like, "Hey, come torture me for 3 hours." And that brought people. They never did it, but it was just like something where they're like, "This looks hilarious," because you have people who and like you're having this banter with them. Which is pretty funny. So that kind of stuff I think goes a super long way. So like consistency and then communicating that you're doing it. Those are the catalysts for I think any big streamer that's been out. Like they do those two things to a T.
Yeah. And the importance of SEO.
Oh yeah. You definitely want to maintain like the consistency of like your name and your brand across all channels. It's very difficult where like you're referred to as one thing here and referred to as another thing somewhere else. So it gets very difficult for people to kind of like find you or search you up or look for you. So you definitely want to make sure that like from that perspective, the metadata and how you describe what it is that you do, you on every channel in which this thing exists, you have to make sure it has the same language. Yeah, SEO is incredibly important for sure.
Yeah, yeah, and now we've gotten, I think, so many different ways to stream, and I don't want to say YouTube has finally started to get more liberal. I just think they've gotten less ban hammer.
Yeah.
I've had 4 channels canceled by YouTube.
Wow.
And that was starting in 2018. They did not like crypto.
No, they did not. They were definitely against it for sure.
Yeah.
Staunchly.
And so I can say SEO on brand alone, that's why I don't, I'm probably going to spend Christmas to New Year's, like going back and doing some descriptions and stuff like that. But branding it's just like you said, the name, and just ownership, even if you're not using it, ownership of that name, so no one else can take it and try to do anything nefarious or just counter to what you are doing.
Right.
Or they try to like hold it hostage and like, hey, I got your name, I'll sell it to you.
That was definitely big. Like when ENS domains before the airdrop. Oh my God. It was crazy. There was a dude, there's a couple people who were like buying up people's names and like holding them and then like, hey, like I got this carrot for you, but for like 50 ETH. And it's like, bro, like you can't extort celebrities like that. That's crazy. I mean, I get it. They have money, but like, damn, if you wanted to bring them into crypto, that's definitely not the way to do it. But whatever.
Hey, the only one that I have that I'm literally, I don't even think I wouldn't sell it to him. I would give it to him. I would try to maybe get like Red Bull for life, but I have Red Bull.avax.
That's awesome.
So, and the branding of AVAX goes with Red Bull.
Yeah. It's like, just send me cans forever.
Yeah.
It's yours, but I just want the cans.
You know how much that would save me? Oh man,
bro, you'd have so many cans. You'd be able to be like, yo, look, you could basically have impromptu giveaways sponsored by Red Bull because of all the cans they give you.
Yeah. A protocol paid me in cases of Red Bull once.
Wow.
32 cases of Red Bull.
Holy shit. That's a lot of cases.
That was the best gift ever.
That's a lot of Red Bull.
It was so good. I love
it. What does it last you? Like 6 months?
It ended up lasting me right over a year and a half because
nice. That's even better.
Or just right over a year. A year and a half. And that's because they took up so much of my car.
Mm-hmm.
And because I traveled nonstop in the US for blockchain conferences.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up storing them in my dad's garage. And that's the only reason why they lasted for so long. Mm. But it gave me a reason to go and see my dad too.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah.
So, and like, oh, I'm just coming by to pick up a few cases, so I would I'm driving from New York to like LA and I just take a tour down to Texas, just to get the Red Bull.
I love it. I'm
hey, like,
Pops, let me get see you later.
The amount of Red Bull versus the gas it would cost. Yep. Okay. It equals out.
Yeah.
So we end the show in a special way every episode. Words of wisdom and the best, worst knock joke on the face of the planet. And so we heard your words of wisdom. What's your final thought?
It has to be a knock joke.
No, I have the knock joke.
Oh.
It's the same knock joke that has been told 477 times.
I love that. My final thought. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say it has never been a better time to be in video games. If you love them, to be able to build them is easier. To be able to participate in the creation of them in any way, whether it's art, the writing, game sense, whatever, never been easier. To be able to build careers out of playing games, whether that's competitively or through content or through play testing, has never been easier. And then the fact that it's now popular culture means that it's never it's never been a better time to like proclaim that you love video games and that you're a gamer. It's as ubiquitous now as like anything else really that like constitutes a level of play. Like someone says, "Hey, I love basketball." You could say, "Yeah, I love playing 2K." And it's just like, "Cool, dude, that's fucking sick." Right? So if you want to be in this space, it's the best time to do it, and you're able to be a part of changing so much in a span of a year or 6 months or 3 months. So I would say hop in. The water is nice.
Nice. Yeah, it is. My final thought is be safe out there, especially if you're game testing. Recently, there was a large phishing attack for everyone in the Illuvium community.
I did see that.
My friend Bermuda got an ape taken, drained because it's an Inferno wallet, meaning gasless. You just approve, and any asset that's targeted is gone. So please be careful. Double check everything. You know, I's can look like L's. You know, even if he was expecting an email, so that was even just worse.
Don't trust verify.
Yes. And so just be careful, but have fun. Use warm wallets or delegated wallets so that you can play with the power of your assets, but you don't put them at risk. And as always, as we've, I want to thank everyone for joining us for TacoBytes, your daily bite of Degen, episode number 478, playing parallel TCG with Sirisu from Blackhand.
Yes, sir.
It has been a great time, and our words of wisdom have always been the same. A closed mouth cannot be fed, and you cannot feed a closed mouth. Meaning, if no one knows you're looking for opportunity, opportunity can never come a knocking. If opportunity does come a knocking, and no one answers, it's going to keep on walking. And with that, we end 478th time we've told this knock knock joke. And knock knock.
Who's there?